Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Coming up, we're keeping things in the AFC for an intra-conference contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. A new season is officially underway. Races past midfield. And they've got an inside field goal range already to begin the drive. He's out of bounds inside the 35.
And with that, Kate, I got a smile on my face because their new season's underway on a heck of a note. That's exactly what their goal was. Don't force your offense to set the tone. Set it yourself. He wanted to be the one who gave him the first spark and go screaming into this regular season.
First carry now. This is Bashal Tutin. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that is a Jacksonville first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's a dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
From the 24 once again, it's 2nd and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Headed out right. And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play now. Got his man. Thomas has it. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguars have a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Yellow, 43. Right.
They go counter. It's Tutin. And he gets home. Touchdown, Jaguars. Bashal Tutin, his first career touchdown in the NFL. How about it?
Their year sure begins on a high note, and they'll begin with a win too, Kate, if they can put more drives like that one together. Not how you start, it's about how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
Riddle knocks that extra point through. He's going to start the year 1-for-1 as they take a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. 2nd and 10. Need something positive here. And in motion, out of the slot. Sanders throwing on 2nd. Contact is there, and that's going to break up the catch. Incomplete pass. Jerry Jeudy, the intended receiver. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here's Sanders now. That's the Concepcion right side. They track him down finally as this play goes for about 20. And it gives the Browns a 1st down.
That's just one of those plays on an opening drive, Kate, where on one side it's demoralizing. Defensively, rally, go make that tackle. But offensively, it just infuses you with so much confidence, knowing if you can just put the ball in your guys' hands, they can make a difference after the catch.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Now Judkins. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Stopped that time by Antonio Johnson. And in the middle of all that chaos and traffic, look at that. It was their safety who ran in to clean that up.
Yeah, with their size and where they come from on the field, it's pretty cool. They love those opportunities to blitz, kind of hide behind their defenders and their peers, and then go finish the tackle.
Sanders to throw on 2nd. It's caught left side by Hill. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. All right, 1st and 10, going heavy to the right side here. 3 tight ends.
Down. 33. Yellow. Ready?
Here's Tootin up the middle. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Come on, set. Yellow. 22.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. That finds Hunter downfield. And a big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and it gets him the 1st.
You want to know what keeps most of these defensive coordinators up during game week and preparation, Kate? It's just plays like that. It's quarterbacks being able to extend the play. It puts so much down into that defense and that defensive coordinator, too.
Here we go. Drill. 52. Ready.
Back now, pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete. They were on it right off the snap, and that hit altered the throw. That brings up 2nd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On the RPO, here's a throw to Thomas. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
It's 3rd and 10.
Last completion didn't go anywhere, so still 10 to go now on 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes another one to Thomas. A good tackle there. They gave up the catch, didn't let him challenge for the first after it, so here's 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
For the Jaguars field goal. A 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will add to their score.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's got a lane up past the 30. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders takes the handoff. Now to throw. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me that's always the start of a new battle. And defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Throwing on 2nd, Sanders. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Travis Hunter-Reel's in the pick.
Sanders' pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready?
Throwing off the play fake. Finds a seam down the middle. Stops there, but that gets them the first. A big gain before the defense got to him. Looks like about 22 yards.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Tootin gets it from the gun. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Red 38. Set.
Back to throw now. Looks like a pick, but he just can't hang on. So it's an incomplete pass on 2nd down. And they're happy to have that compared to the alternative.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
45. White.
Here he goes. 3rd and long. Caught quickly on the slant. Not nearly enough distance on the throw or after the catch. That brings up 4th and long. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. This will be a 44-yard look.
A 44-yard attempt.
Little knocks it through. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Starting from the 5. Jukes away from one. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Now pitch it out to Judkins. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And that's going to be a Browns first down.
You know he'll never shy away from embracing contact on a play right up the gut. Come on. You know getting that toss in the open field is so much more fun. And on that play, it's certainly more exciting for all of us to watch too.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Judkins on first down. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Play action, Sanders. Throw left side, finds Fannin. And he's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play action plays they've rushed over the week. They're in practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully. And the tight end, the beneficiary.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders going to look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. To the air, Sanders. And can't find a connection on 2nd down. That incompletion means it is 3rd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there's going to be more interceptions.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Running the draw here with Judkins. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
That down and distance certainly is not an obvious rundown, but I kind of like the draw play. There's some risk, there's some reward, and there was no reward on that one as it gets stuffed before it gets going.
And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. This will be a 44-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Here we go. Ready.
They're going play action. Got deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. And this is 2nd and long. Here's a throw. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. He stops finally after a gain of almost 30. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 13-3 our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Has it downfield, working the left. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Set, ready. Red, 38. Hut, hut.
Inside give here for Tootin. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Defenders there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Ready. 10 cycles. Black shot.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pass caught. It's Hunter. And give him the 1st down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
We call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
60 red. 60 red.
From the red zone now. That throw behind his intended target.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Yellow, 22. Striker, 3-3. Red.
Here's the first carry for LeQuint Allen. And he gets home. Touchdown, Jaguars. LeQuint Allen with his first NFL touchdown. PAT is up and good from Little. And that makes this a 3-possession game. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Sanders setting the pass. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And he almost throws this away on the first snap of the drive. Put it into harm's way. The pick is dropped, so they're going to see second down. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And now they face second down. Well, they tried to match that last touchdown in just one play, Brock. Just couldn't connect on the deep shot.
Would have been kind of nice, right, if one play was all it took, but just not going to happen.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop pick gives him new life. This is second down. Sanders back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. They get to him. He's hit, brought down after a gain of about 10. It's going to be first down to Cleveland.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. With Sanders out of the pistol. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's going to head out after a gain of 7.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. They pitch it to him. He brushed him off with ease. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And it gives the Browns a first down.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
So first down from the 41. Handoff now to Judkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Man, great read by the defense there. They attacked, and they found that runner quick.
You look up run blitz by a linebacker, that is in the dictionary right there.
And there it is. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Sanders now. Catch is made by Dylan Sampson. And this is going to be out of bounds, so a gain of about 13 on the play. And that's going to be a Browns first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. From the gun, Judkins. He dodged the tackle. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins on the board. That's his first of the season. And this is Schmidt for the extra point. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And lead now down to 10.
Browns 10.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Washington now to return. A little revenge from the coverage team there after they gave up a pretty nice run back.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow, 43.
Airing it out to start this drive. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw, and it falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Ooh, coming off a touchdown on their previous drive, you can almost feel the urgency up here, Brock. They want to add more.
Yeah, urgency and aggressiveness. Those are kind of the ingredients in the recipe for this offense, and certainly their success today.
He'll work against the blitz. Completed over the middle. And they're going to get him to the ground after a 16-yard gain. And it's going to be first down, Jaguars.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Ready, ready. 10 black. Ready.
From the gun, Tootin. And he cuts it back right. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. You want to get that century marker.
Yeah.
That's a number that running backs are proud of, and stacking runs like that will sure help.
He's up again! And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand.
Here we go. Blue, 32.
They're going to try and throw it here. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Grant Delpit in to pick it off.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. To throw now is Sanders. Looking middle, he's got Concepcion. He's brought down, play goes for, it looks like about 11 yards. And it's going to be first down to Cleveland.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set to go now from the 35. Now Sanders. And he can't pull this one in. That's incomplete. Second time he hasn't been able to bring in a catchable ball. Keep an eye on that. It's second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Finds his fullback. There's the stop. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And it gives the Browns a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Again, Sanders throwing it. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
They'll come to the line here, second and 9. Once more, Sanders. Right back to Jenkins. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
They've got 3rd and 5 now after the last completion got him 5. And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Sanders throwing again. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Travis Hunter.
Sanders' pass intercepted. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready up.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set. Yellow, 22.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's tackled for no gain.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out, too. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he has him almost 30 yards on a big play. 1st down coming up.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Ready?
Back now, pressure coming. Finds him over the middle. Taken down finally to curtail the damage, but still 22 yards on that pickup. And that is a Jacksonville 1st down. The Jaguars are going to call their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set, ready.
He's dropping back to throw. Panic for a moment, but the hit jars it loose. Fortunate, Brock, that it did too, because that would have been a big strike otherwise. Instead, just 2nd down.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
Sticking to the air here. Short pass brought in. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove they're playmakers too.
45, one. 5, 6.
from the red zone on first. To the end zone, but incomplete. He couldn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you could force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you have a great chance to win.
Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because, you could feel sometimes as a quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Here he goes, third and long. Nowhere to go with it, and he's planted. They got him at the 16. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Facing fourth down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Little knocks it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
We hear it every single week, Kate, when we talk to these special teams coaches, frankly, the whole team and head coaches, how important just that momentum is coming into break and heading out of break. Well, that was job well done. Mission accomplished to score before the end of half.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Sanders setting the pass. Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. Oh, the Jags got it. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. And this isn't going to do it. The kick is no good. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Go play action. Sanders. And he will not find the connection on the other end. And incompletion sets up second down.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Here's Judkins on second down. And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to be a Browns first down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Over number 1 pick, Trayvon Walker on the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Working on second down, Sanders. Throw right side, caught by Fannin. And he's going to be hauled to the ground with a first down in tow, Brock. Give him 9 on that play.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Sanders back to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air, Sanders. That's the Concepcion right side. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's Sanders now. Caught by his running back, Judkins. He's going to be hit there, and they're going to take him out of bounds after a gain of 11. And it's going to be first down Cleveland.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he's got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Sanders going to look to throw. Complete out to the right. And he stopped cold at the spot. He paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
Well, they knocked the ball out of him last drive with a pretty forceful hit. And that one, I think they knocked some snot out of him.
Sanders here on 1st and 10. Now 4-6 passing on what has been a very busy drive for him. Throwing now out of the shotgun. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
2nd down. Still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. To throw. Here's Sanders. And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf. It's ring one. Trayvon Walker getting his first sack of the year here in week 1.
We don't get to see that kind of hit a lot. You know, this league has done all they can to try to protect the quarterbacks, Kate, but that was one heck of a shot he took in the pocket.
Third and long for him here. A little screen pass for Judkins. And the defense is going to rally to this football. Stops things in the short field. So just 4 yards on that completion. That makes it 4th and long. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. And a field goal try coming up shortly from the Browns. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Wow, Brock, he missed it. An easy kick, but he mishit it left. And that'll keep the deficit at 13.
You would think the kickers should be automatic from anything inside of 40 yards, but I guess that could serve as a little gentle reminder you can never take any kick for granted. So many things have to go right each time for it to be up and good.
Hand off to Tootin. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They go play action on first down. Here comes the pressure, and they take him down. Got him at the 31. Kyle Van Noy getting his first sack of the year here in week 1. Following the sack, needs some positive yards here in his second down and 18. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Looking to his running back, incomplete. Snap play's going to bring up third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. And this one is launched downfield. Proper football, but it's jarred out before he can secure it. Ooh, they nearly had a big play there on third down, Brock. But a good defensive effort forces fourth down. Jacksonville in punt formation. Pulled in at the 20. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Drive starts with Judkins. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. Second down.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
They pitch it out to him here. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
There's just times, Kate, up here in the booth, you can kind of feel the hunger of these players. It's like this guy needed this week, a chance to move past last week. I'm not saying he needs to reach 100 yards every time out, but this showing is a whole lot more of what we expect and what he expects of himself.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Starting on the ground here with Sampson. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Now Sanders escapes the pocket. And it's off his hands and incomplete. So an opportunity unfulfilled on that second down. That means it's third down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. To throw now is Sanders. Dump off caught by his back. And he's not going to be able to get them to first. They stop him just shy of what they needed. An interesting call now coming up on fourth down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go. It's Sanders. Taken in by Hill, right side. This is going to have them the first down. Needed less than a yard, Brock, but they barely got that. Did get enough to keep them out there, though. Well, probably a little closer than they would have preferred it, Brock. But, hey, a good call nonetheless, keeping the offense out there on fourth down.
You know what that was, Kate? That was awareness. Right? An understanding with both the play call, but more importantly, an awareness of the receiver to know exactly where he needed to get the job done.
Judkins running between the tackles. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Now, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. On the move. The pressure's there, and they drop him back at his own 45. Here's Walker again. And that is a couple for him today.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate. Right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with the tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the result's 4th down coming up.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, it's down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Buying some time right. Feeling the pressure, and they bring him down at his own 5-yard line. Kyle Van Noy. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Jaguars have the football, and they're going to be up a couple of scores as we start our 4th quarter. Well, for more than a couple of first downs away, it is 2nd and quite a bit after that sack. On the give, it's Tootin. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. He took all that talk of waving the white flag on 2nd down. Brock, he pushed that away. He said, get that flag out of here. Nearly got him the first down on that run.
I just love that call, too. I don't think coordinators do that enough. You think you got to throw your way out of it? Run that ball to get back on schedule.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's going to get this one ahead for what looks to be about 20 yards, maybe even a little more, and that first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
50-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Working now from the gun. Finds his running back. This is Bashir Tootin. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
That last catch picked up 4, so they're left with 3rd and 6.
Ready. Push.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Browns have some new life in the fourth.
Okay, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. On the give, here's Judkins. They cross the 40 on a nice run. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. At the 20. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Judkins, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Yellow. 43.
Here's Tootin up the middle. And they get him down after a gain of 10. A great effort on his part. Pays off with a 1st down.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll go again here with Tootin. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
Yellow. 10 cycles. Set.
Dropping back to throw. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Let's go now. Ready.
Throw here, 3rd down. He rolls to his right. Pressures there, they get him a big loss back at the 43. First has another one. And that's going to make it 4th and 18.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline, and now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
At their own 14-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Sanders setting to pass. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
We've played 3 quarters here already, and those look like some fresh legs defensively, getting after the quarterback, forcing him out of the pocket, and forcing another incompletion.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again here, Sanders. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it there, Brock, but no chance. It's 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A clutch moment for a massive play. 31 yards.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Slot man motioned over. Play action, Sanders. That's the Concepcion right side. And 2nd down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
That's all about reading and recognizing right there for the linebacker. The only way you make a tackle for loss on a completion is you see it right away and you jump on it for a loss.
So 2nd and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. Judkins out the middle. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knocked down that runner.
Nickel look by the Jaguars here. 3rd down. Sanders back to throw. And the pick is dropped. He had the turnover in his hands. Couldn't hang on to it. That's going to be an incomplete pass, though. And make it 4th down. The Browns are lining up to punt. It'll be Corey Bajorquez doing the honors. And this just gets past the 20 before going out.
At their own 19-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
At the 21-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. It's Allen again. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. Gonna need more of those as they trail by a score. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. He's not going to challenge for that 1st down. He's taken down short of the line to gain after he picked up 5. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. The Jaguars into punt formation. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Browns trail by 6. Second and 3 now. Another game to Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Third down now, Jaguars going nickel. Another one for Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Tried running for the first, didn't get it, Brock. And now the biggest decision of this game coming up.
And this is exactly where this coordinator earns his check.
Down by 6, no choice but to go for this.
Come on, come on. Hey! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll go, Judkins. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
This running back has had himself a day. Not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense to keep him from the first and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
This offense has now left him some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
Now the Browns spend their final timeout.
45, white. Ready?
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly